Welcome to something short and sweet in the Parsha this week, Parshas Devarim. A thought which is appropriate for Shabbos Chazon, the Shabbos which precedes Tisha B'Av. Torah, in the book of Devarim, reiterates, I should say, Moshe Rabbeinu, in his final speech to Klal Yisrael, reiterates many of the halachos that he has said, that the Torah has said in the first four books. In Parshas Devarim, Moshe Rabbeinu reiterates the idea of a judicial system, which was originally proposed by Yisro, his father-in-law. The Netziv from Natolik Tzvi Yehuda Berlin of Volozhin says an astounding idea on Parshas Yisro. He says that part of the idea to set up an entire system was to bring about a system of compromise. If judgment would have stayed just with Moshe Rabbeinu alone, then, as Moshe Rabbeinu himself expressed it, Yikov Hadin es Hahar, let justice pierce the mountain. Moshe Rabbeinu explains in Netziv, with his knowledge and with his brilliance, as the case got started, he would understand the issues and he would be decisively know what the law is. And there would be no room for compromise. And therefore, Yisro suggested to have an entire system of judgment where there would be lesser judges with not as much knowledge, judges who weren't as quick, as insightful as Moshe Rabbeinu, and therefore the judgment would take time, and that would allow room for compromise between the parties. Indeed, the halacha is that in the beginning of a court case, the judges should try to negotiate compromise. That's known as peshara. Not once they've already made their decision, but as the case is developing, they should try to get the sides to come together. And even if they have a hunch, they know which way the case is going to go, Shulchan Aruch, Choshen Mishpat, Siman Yud Beis rules, they should try to come up with a pshara. And if you're thinking, well, 1 minute, where is the justice? You mean they're thinking it's going to go one way? That's going to be the ruling? It's going to go to Bob and not to Sam? And you try to work out a compromise? Where is the justice? Isn't that a miscarriage of what's right? Why does the Torah say to do this? And the Sma, one of the commentaries on the Shulchan Aruch, asked this question, and he says these words: Noach lechavero she'yavater ma. It is proper. It's appropriate for a person to concede somewhat lebaldino to his disputant, kedei she'yitavach hashalom beinehem, so that peace will reign between them. If one of them is going to win completely and the other one is going to lose completely, there won't be peace. It's too harsh. And therefore the Torah says, let them work out, let them negotiate a settlement. If that can be brought about, that is going to lead to shalom. And therefore, wonder of wonders, says the Netziv, that's what Yisro was after. As amazing as it sounds, Moshe Rabbeinu should be moved out of the picture. He's too insightful. He's too right. He's too just. And that's why Yisro ended his speech, ended his suggestion by saying, V'gam kol ha'am hazeh, and if you will do this, all the people, al makomo yovo b'shalom, in their places, they will go in peace. In Yiddishkeit, we champion justice. Din is so very important. But din needs to be modified by shalom. The Gemara talks in terms of mishpat hashalom, a judgment of peace, a judgment which is a combination of justice and peace. We stand just before Tisha B'Av. We're going to work on the development of relationships and how important it is. This idea that the Sma explains to us, Kidei sheyitavach hashalom b'neihem, to be mevater, to concede in a relationship, to concede in a community, to concede on one's honor, so that there will ultimately be shalom b'neihem. Thanks so much for listening. Have a wonderful Shabbos.